Well, every night in my visions, when I go to sleep, I dream about you. Do you dream about me? Well, do you? I told you that I love you. You know I'm gonna try, but I won't fly. Still I don't know why I try. Well, I found the love I've been searching for. For a half a century, maybe more. Oh Lord, I found a little angel outside my door. So I thought, no need to search no more. Well, every night I dream. When I close my eyes, I see your face.
Back in Cayman, and I guess I've been here about 3 days. I brought 2 metal detectors, which is typical of me. I either usually have metal detectors here on island, or I bring them back and forth with me. So, as y'all know, I run Excaliburs. I got 2 Excaliburs. One's an Excalibur 800 or an 8-inch coil, and the other one's a 10-inch coil. This one so that's my 10-inch, and then I have an 8-inch. I prefer the 8-inch. It seems to identify targets quicker, faster. I've done depth tests. It doesn't seem like they go any different. I mean, maybe the 10-inch goes a little deeper, but not much. But I came out metal detecting for the first time this morning, and I went out to Royal Palms and metal detected. Everything worked fine. And then about, I'm trying to think, maybe about 30 minutes out there, I decided to get in the water, because that's usually where I find most stuff, and it's already getting hot by 7:30. So I got in the water, and as soon as I got in the water, I belt strap everything, you know, with the whatever. I don't run my metal detectors on the shaft. It's just heavy. It gets heavy. So anyway, long story short, I've got everything belt mounted. As soon as I get in the water, my metal detector starts going haywire, and I'm like, oh, I got a leak. So I start looking at everything, checking my wires, and everything seemed to be okay. It's an older metal detector, but I mean, it's 3 years old or something. It's not that old, but it's old. So but it would only do it as soon as the main unit gets in the water. So I pulled the unit out, seemed to work fine. Put it back in the water, starts going crazy. And so anyway, I figured out after about 10 minutes of looking at it, because I have it belt mounted, I couldn't see one of the hex head screws had come out of the battery that holds the battery cap on and has that seal in it. So I guess over the past couple years, that thing's unloosened itself, and the cap had kicked out on the side somehow. I don't know if it happened whenever it was in the luggage coming here or what. I don't know, but not a horrible situation. It was just the battery compartment had opened just enough that I guess the water was getting in there, hitting those wires, and it was making it go crazy every time it got underwater. So I was like, okay, no problem. That's an easy fix. I got an extra metal detector, brand new, and I got a new battery. I'm not worried about it. I just go home, change it out, go back. So that was this morning. I had some things I had to do during the day. So I don't know, it's about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock right now. So I got back to the house this afternoon, grabbed the new battery, put it on, got everything back in the truck, came up here, and before I even put the metal detector around me, over time the rubber starts deteriorating on the cables, and sure as shit, I looked down and I'm like, oh, it was around my headphones. I was going to put my headphones on and I saw it was cracking, and I'm like, shit, now I can't use this in the water. I mean, it still works on land, but I can't use it in the water. So after inspecting it, I actually had another cable that was loose, had cracked around close to the main unit too. So I got back in the truck, went all the way back to the house, all the way, like 7 minutes up the road. But I go back to the house, disassemble that one, put this one together. This one's brand new. So the point to this whole thing is that I get up here with this one, brand new, no problems. I metal detect for maybe 30 or 40 minutes. Battery's dead. It goes, it goes, it goes, starts dying. So that's the beginning. That's the first day of my metal detecting adventures here on Cayman. I mean, for my trip back anyway. But it does look like it's about to storm a little bit, which I don't care. I was out here, it was raining earlier when I got here, and it was actually raining while I was metal detecting. But I like it when it's overcast and rainy like this, because man, it gets hot. I mean, it is hot here during the summer. So anyway, no gold. I found a bunch of trash and whatever else, so nothing exciting yet, but we'll see. I haven't seen my friends. I haven't seen Reagan. I haven't seen anybody on island except for my wife and the dogs and the hardware store, because shit at the house needs to be fixed every time I come here. So between vehicle needing a little bit of attention and a house needing a fair amount of attention, you know, it's an island. Everything's salty, everything rusts, everything corrodes. I mean, it's a pain in the ass sometimes. I don't know, cars, it eats at them, man. Not just rust, but rubber. So, and that's the same thing that I have go wrong with the metal detectors. So I don't know if you guys do anything different, or if anybody has any ideas. I'm wondering, I don't know if I should or not, but should I soak this shit in like Armor All or some sort of leather lubricant or some sort of rubber conditioning? Like, I know that as much as I use them typically, I mean, they're in and out of salt water all day. They dry out and dehydrate. That's all they do, is it just pulls all the moisture out of them. They get brittle. So maybe I need to start just Armor Alling them. You know, I rinse them off, but that doesn't seem to fix it. You know, I can, it's kind of like being in the water as me, and then just going home and rinsing off in the shower. I still feel salty, so I am salty. Anyway, I guess that's it. So I'm gonna go home, charge some batteries, figure out what we'll do for dinner, and probably come back out in the morning. There was no ships out today. It's Friday. I got here Tuesday, I think. Yeah, I flew in Tuesday. So today's Friday. There were no ships in. There's not many ships during the summertime anyway. You know, we get one ship a day. Sometimes we'll get 2 ships a day, and it only lasts for like 3 days a week. So there's usually not a whole bunch of people on island. You know, everybody's enjoying their summer at their houses and getting ready for school to start, whatever. People don't start flooding the island as far as tourists go. People don't start coming to the island until winter, you know. Everybody's trying to escape the snow or something. So I think around October, maybe. From later than that, but October it starts picking up. And you know, we literally will go from having 1 ship a day to having 6 ships a day, and we'll go from it only being 3 days a week, it'll go 6 days a week. So 5 days are busy, and then usually the 6th day, Saturday, is typically can be busy still sometimes. You know, 2 or 3 ships still in. You're talking about each ship holds roughly, I don't know, 2,000 to 3,000 people, roughly. Some of them hold more, some of them don't hold that much. So when you're talking about 5 ships a day at 2,000 people, that's 10,000 people on this island for 6 hours every day. And then they get back on the boat and leave, and then there's a whole new group that comes out here the following day. But that's winter time. So anyway, I'm glad to be back on the island though. And gold today is currently right at $1,500, give or take $10. It's been rising quickly. So I hate saying the dates because I don't always upload when I'm supposed to, or even whenever I think I'm going to upload them, but it's like August 8th or August 9th right now. So so gold's going up right now. It's like $1,500 an ounce. But all right guys, let's see. All right, I got to get my stuff together here, but I'll talk to y'all later.